Did you know that almost every culture in the world has their own lucky symbol? That's right. Ireland has the four-leaf clover, England has their lucky horseshoe, while China has their mystic knot for unlucky days. The people in this list, however, we think they have all of these in their back pockets. So, without further ado, here are the luckiest moments ever caught on camera. Let's dive right into it, shall we? Number 30. Statue stops train from crashing. And starting off this list, we have a train that broke off the rails and was headed for certain death, but the engineers had it covered. You see, the train stopped when it hit the whale tail statue and didn't tip over. Now that's what you call lucky. Number 29. Good catch, man. While some guys get a gun for bird hunting, this guy does it with his bare hands. That's right, he managed to catch a bird in mid-flight. He just extended his hand and grabbed it. It's kind of weird, but hey, he got the bird. Number 28. Shoelaces with a mind of their own. Now, soccer's been known to have some crazy moments on the field, but this one's the craziest. You see, these two managed to entangle their shoelaces in the middle of a game. And while they were trying to untie them, the rest of their teammates continued playing. Oh, and if you liked our first 3 picks, would you mind just gently destroying that like button? Because it helps us out a lot. Number 27. He lost the soda can, or maybe not. If you thought he would go home without that soda, you're mistaken. The bottle got stuck and unstuck in a matter of seconds, which was more than enough to piss the guy off for a second. Number 26. Big whale bite. We think these guys won't be going inside the water for quite some time after this. I mean, they were a few feet away from being swallowed by 2 giant whales that surfaced for air. Number 25. Timbeer and Run. It's moments like these that make you wonder if someone is sitting up in heaven and controlling our lives. How else would you explain this woman escaping that fatal tree fall? Number 24. This is freaking possible. You see these 2 trucks side by side? Do you see this truck headed towards them at full speed? And did you expect to see that guy cheat death by what some would call the narrowest of margins? We didn't either. Number 23. Cat-like reflexes. If this mechanic didn't jump in the air when he did, his legs would have been broken beyond repair. Luckily, he jumped at just the right moment, and then continued working on the car as if nothing happened. Number 22. Parkour saves lives. When this guy almost got arrested by 2 cops for doing parkour on private property, it's parkour that saved his life. Just please don't try this at home. One simple slip, and this guy would have broken his neck. Number 21. A child with a guardian angel. We don't know how it happened, and we don't know why this happened, but this kid has just cheated death. Both the scooter and the car stopped at just the right moment, which allowed the kid to cross the street without any accidents. That's why you never take your eyes off of a child. Number 20. Squirrel Sausage. That is what we would have gotten if that professional snowboarder was just some amateur doing some tricks for fun. But this happened during the Olympic Games, and disaster was surely avoided. Number 19. Fastest parachute landing. This guy missed his landing by a huge margin, and we thought he was surely dead when he went towards those houses. But as luck would have it, he managed to get out unscathed. Although, he did smack his head in the wall of that house there. Number 18. Fastest skateboarder. This is one of the reasons you don't exceed the speed limit, especially when you're on a skateboard. A millimeter closer, and this story would have had a tragic end for the guy in front. Number 17. The unstable bike ride. We don't know what happened to the bike rider ahead, but his bike started to wobble, and he fell in the lane with oncoming traffic. Luckily, the driver with the dash cam wasn't too fast, and he stopped at just the right moment. Number 16. When it's not meant to be. This accident has Lady Luck written all over it. Just imagine seeing all of the neighbors' cars swallowed up by the floods, while yours is proudly standing on top, with a giant freaking hole in the bottom. Number 15. The coolest interview ever. Can someone please give a medal to this interviewer that managed to leave a Harlem Globetrotter with his mouth wide open? He scored a three-pointer while talking into the mic and shot the ball behind him. Now that's some serious skill. Even the journalists at the studio couldn't believe their eyes. Number 14. Cheating Death, Pool Edition. We think that this guy is going to stop going to the pool after watching his backflip video. If he were just a few inches closer, his entire face would be completely wrecked. Number 13. Lucky 13. Now, this is what we meant when you shouldn't try parkour alone. While this guy was jumping from one edge to the next, we were sitting on the edge of our seats, thinking he wouldn't miss one. And sure enough, it happened. He missed. And if his friend didn't help him up, this would have been one of the saddest videos ever. Number 12. Barely Alive. Before we get into this video, we just have one single question for the parents. Why in the world would you let your young children alone in an elevator? Thank goodness the girl acted fast and unbuckled her brother's cord. The kid could have choked to death. Number 11. Some people are just asking for it. Now, why would someone want to jump from a platform 50 feet in the air into a small pond of water that's surrounded by rocks? One small step, and you're a goner. Number 10. The $100,000 hoop. Unlike some of the previous videos, this one doesn't include a near-death experience. It's actually a guy that managed to get $100,000 for scoring a basket from the middle of the court, and the NBA awarded him handsomely for this magnificent shot. Number 9. Charge! This is something you don't expect to see happen to you in the wild. Well, this guy was filming the bison in front of him. The animal somehow got pissed and charged straight at him. Luckily, the guy had probably watched some Discovery Channel beforehand, and he managed to scare off the animal with his loud scream. Number 8. If anxiety were a video, it would look like this. We don't know if this is skill or just pure luck, but as this guy was dodging rocks and trees, we were sitting on the edge of our seat, praying he doesn't hit some of them. Number 7. How in the world is he alive? When this snowboarder slipped and fell down the mountainside, we thought his fall would provoke an avalanche that would take him down. But that didn't happen. The guy just stood up, took his camera, and continued filming. Number 6. Fire in the hole. We don't know why that car caught fire, but it did. And the professional driver there was handling the situation pretty well. However, we only have one question to ask this dude. How in the world do you stay that freaking calm when half your car is set ablaze? If it were us in that car, we would be yelling and screaming so loud, half the town would hear us. Number 5. Truck tire on the loose. While some of the videos online include a fiery tire that set the street ablaze, this is the real video of a tire headed dangerously fast at one of these cashiers. Number 4. Inches from Decapitation. When we first watched this video, we thought the guy here lost his head. But then, we saw that the wing of the plane hit the upper side of the tail. Sometimes it pays to be short. Number 3. This is God slapping him for boasting. This is why we don't like to brag. We know God is sitting up in heaven going, give this guy a slap in the face for pretending to be so cool. Number 2. Bungee cord snaps moments before launch. This father wanted to film his kids going on those giant flings in adventure parks, but just before the ball launched in the air, one of the bungee cords snapped and fiercely collapsed on the floor. Thank God the kids weren't airborne. Number 1. The safety cord snapped. And for the final pick, we have a guy that almost fell 1,000 feet down. You see, China had this one bridge where tourists would snap a safety cord to their back and try to cross a bridge suspended about 1,000 feet in the air. The reason we say had is because the Chinese government shut it down after seeing this video of a man whose safety cord snapped on camera. Luckily, the guy was already on the other side. And on that note, we end this video. But hey, what were some of the luckiest moments you've seen in real life? You can tell us in the comment section below. If you'd like more videos like these, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.